ho!
Feliz Navidad.
Ho, 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 ho!
Merry Christmas. Today I'm going to show you this project, a Christmas menu, not about food, about programming. This project is interesting because each icon hides a word. For example, Merry Christmas, no design changes allowed. These are the kind of fun details that only happen in Frontend. This project can work perfectly for your personal portfolio, and you can also improve it and take it even further. For example, here's an idea. Make Santa appear in the center with a sleigh, something crazy, but very fun. This project is built with HTML and CSS. Let's start with the CSS. First, we define the layer structure. The code uses at layer base demo. This is great for organizing CSS. The base layer contains the general styles, while demo contains all the Ferris wheel logic. This avoids specificity conflicts. Trigonometry in CSS. Here we use trigonometry to position the icons using sine and cosine. To calculate the angle of each element, each item receives an angle based on its index, car angle. To calculate the position, the cosine of the angle is multiplied by the radius. The same logic applies for the x and y axes. To find the center, we add 50%, so the 0 point of the calculation becomes the center of the screen. Cutting-edge functions, sibling-count, and sibling-index tells each cart which number it is, 1, 2, 3, without writing manual classes in the HTML. Sibling-count detects how many carts exist in total to automatically divide the 360 degrees of the wheel. For now, this requires very modern browsers or a polyfill. Stabilizer effect. This is a real front-end pro detail. The wheel rotates to the right. Animation, rotate it. The trick. Each cart has the same animation but with the value reverse. This means that even though the wheel rotates, the cart content, images or text, always stays upright and never flips upside down. Hover effects with has. This is a focus technique. When you hover over a cart, the has selector detects the hover and reduces the opacity of all the other carts not hover. This creates a very clean and professional visual effect. Now let's move on to the HTML, which defines the structure of the code. The central title, H1. The H1 is not just text. In the CSS, we turn it into the axis or center of the wheel. Thanks to position, fixed, and centering techniques, it acts as a visual anchor while everything else rotates around it. The cars container, circle container. This is the most important part. Notice that. It's a section that groups all the elements that will rotate. Pro tip. We don't need individual classes like class 1, class 2, etc. The HTML stays clean. All the positioning is handled automatically by the CSS, which calculates the index of each div. The magic attribute, data MSG. This is a great example of semantic HTML and custom attributes. Each div has a data MSG attribute. Instead of creating an extra paragraph inside each div, we store the message in a data attribute. Then in CSS, we use content, @tier data MSG, to display it when the user hovers. This keeps the DOM lightweight and easy to read. The tags. These tags are empty because they are purely decorative. They represent the spokes or metal lines of the wheel. Since each line crosses the wheel from side to side, we only need half as many lines as cars. In this case, 7 lines for 14 cars. The CSS rotates them so they line up perfectly with each icon.